Stampers and Crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. How are you doing on this fabulous Wednesday? I know that it is very dark, very rainy. The grass looks like it is wet all over the place here. Oh my goodness, it is like disastrous right now. So anyway, I'm trying to get my computer up on the other side too. I forgot to do that before I signed on. Dang it. But I'm excited to get ourselves going so we can have a little bit of fun today. And this will be all about creating cards for you, and they're just regular cards today. But this is our sketch that we are using, and again, all the numbers are on here, so all you have to do is just grab this. Again, remember, it's all the measurements, everything are going to be on my blog, and this is from jeffcraft.com. Thank you, Jess. I really appreciate that. I love your sketches. So that's what we're going to do today. Mine are going to look a little bit different because we're thinking outside the box. So this is going to be our first card that we do today. And in that, it is going to be dies and masks. I love masks. They're just so much fun for me. They are just the best. So I use the Forever Plaid, and it's going to be on the back of the Bubble Bath cardstock. The base is Moody, Moody Mauve, and on the inside I have the basic white. Again, you're going to want to get on and get that basic white right away because it is, I think they're going to try to change it, but they're not going to change it, but still, prices are going to go up for all the cardstock from Stampin' Up. So please make sure that you get cardstock. All right, so I got that, and then I am using the Thankful Garden, and it is also with the dies and the masks. And then I'm using this little flower, and it was done on the inside, and this is Bubble Bath with a stamp off, and this is Moody Mauve with a stamp off. Okay, so that's what we are doing today. Some of the brushed brass butterflies we have going on. Our colors that we are going to do our flower in will be, I'm going to start off with the flower itself. Let me get this out of the way. The flower itself will be with Bubble Bath, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path. I know it sounds weird, but it is going to be great. And then the leaves, I decided to stay within the color palettes and go with Balmy Blue and then Boho Blue. Now remember, Boho is going away. It's all going away. It's part of the 22-24 in colors. So, well, what was it? 23, 25? I think it's 2003, 2005 in colors. The same with Pebbled Path. So make sure that you, if you want those colors, get them, and also get their ink refill. Now, I'm also going to bring in my Stamparatus, and I'm sorry you have to have this light in the way. And the Stamparatus then will just be what we set the masks on. Now remember, this bundle comes with the die, the stamps, and the masks. And remember that the masks are all numbered. I don't know if you can see, like this is number 2. This first one is number 1, and I don't know if you can see it at the top. There it is right there. All right, so that's what we're going to do before we cut it all up. We need to bring in our wonderful blending brushes. And we are going to start then by putting our number 1, and I already have the little piece where it's just going to fit right in there. And what I want to do is that I think I'm going to move this down just a little bit. I'm going to move that down just a little bit. All right, let me see where it's at now. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And I like this because then all I have to do is stick my magnets on here and easy peasy. We're going to start then with bubble bath. And you can see my bubble bath is really weird layers. All right, and we're just going to bubble bath ourselves onto this mat that we have, or the mask. I love this. And I leave it so there also is some white spots, so it isn't always as dark as you want it. Okay, so you can see over here, this is lighter, this is darker, and I call this a little bit of white spots over there, so you just have, you don't have to blend it all together, and it still looks really, really nice. And let me go with maroon. And whoops, before I do that, I'm getting so excited that I'm sharing this with you. And here we go. Our little hydrangeas are coming up now. And you can see that some of the pink is shining through. So this is going to make it just a little bit darker. There it goes. That's all I'm going to use. So it's going to be some light colors over here, some darker right up the middle. And then we are using Pebbled Path. Now, who would have thunk that Pebbled Path would have helped us out here? But it is so nice. And again, I forgot to change. And these wash right off, you guys. That's the best thing about this, is that it just washes itself right off. You have different layers. So we're going to have 3 layers to this. And then you're going to want to rinse these off right away too. So let's take a look and see how we are doing right now. Just going from the bottom and looking up. Doesn't that look great? I think we got it. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I love this. I love this look. All right, so now we're starting on the stem and the leaves. Oh, I got purple. I don't know why I got purple. And the leaves then, we're going to stick in the exact same place. And it's just going to come down from the top. Let me see if I can get that up here so you can see it. Can you see how it's just going to come right from the top down? And I just like the way that this looks. It's just really nice. I'll stick that there. So this is going to be, and we're going to use the same blending brush for both of these colors. So we're going to go first in our light color. And again, this is Balmy Blue. And I really just like all the colors here. Okay, So that's our balmy blue look. And this is the bold look. So now we're going to go with the detailed look. And this is our number 5. Now I also want to show you that there is another flower on here. And when we are doing the Thankful Garden, we have 2 different. I call these hydrangeas, and I do not know what these are. But this is what will fit and make this flower. And then at the bottom, you can see that there are lots of leaves. And you just do exactly what we're doing here, but then you'll use the other mask for it. It's just really great. So now here's our boho blue, and it's going to be a little bit darker. And it's just going to make shadows on the cardstock that we have. And there we go. That is our cardstock. Isn't it great? I love the way that it looks. It just has such a beautiful color. And I really like the pebble path. It just really brings that out. So that's what it looks like. So now we're going to move all this stuff and get it out of our way. And then we are bringing in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh, yes, okay. And I'm just going to add that down. And you can see mine has a little bit of a bow in it. And I just let it be. It's new, but somehow I just put a bow in it. And I do have to watch it because sometimes they will move back and forth. The paper will. So you can add a Post-it. You don't have to add a Post-it. You can add some tape to it. It's up to you what you feel comfortable with. And I'm really sorry my hands are going to be in the way for a minute. So I am, if I keep knocking it out of the way, I will add something. So, and I got it a little bit tight on the right side. Yep, I need help. And my cats are going wild in here. I'm so sorry about that. So we're just going to put this down, and I'm just going to stick it right here. Now, if I have some people who are watching, please make sure that you let me know. I really love to give you guys shout outs. I really appreciate you being here with me today. So we did our base plate, then we did our number 1, and then we have, I'm really sorry, my cat's deciding to come up here and do its thing with us. And then we have our number 2, 2 of the number 2. All right, and then we have this beautiful flower. I love it. I just think it is so beautiful. And again, you can try doing lots of different colors with this. I mean, it's amazing what goes with this stamp. Now, our base is going to be just the Moody Mauve. We are going to bring in our silicone pad, and then we're going to add the Forever Plaid onto the top. And this will get caught in all the grooves. And I like to use the, oh my goodness, I must have this stuff all over the place. I like to use the green glue when I don't have to get it all over everything. Now over on the side, I have some sticky, also have some sticky on my hands. All you do is take your embossing buddy from your Embossing Additions toolkit, rub it up, and then you won't have any more sticky on the side. And then I have my bone folder that I just want to, wow, I have done a job today. I added just a little bit too much glue. I was hoping that it was going to be okay, but it wasn't. So now we're going to open this up, and we are going to put our insert in. And I didn't do a complete stamp off on that one, so I just redid it on the other side. We're going to just add it for friends so they can take it out and they can add their own little sentiment or own little piece, again, of basic white. You can add anything that you want in here. And then I just kind of took this and tried to figure out exactly where did I want everything to go. So I decided I wanted to turn this a little bit towards the side, drop this down just a little bit, and then I just glued it all together. This, I'm just adding my glue, putting it down towards the bottom, and I'm bringing it a little bit towards the right side. And then I am adding this, and again, I use tape on this so the tops don't get all over my car, don't get all over everything. And I am bringing out, I'm just going to use my tweezers and take all this off. It goes a little bit faster with my tweezers. And all I'm doing is sticking down dimensionals. Probably be a little bit easier if I did my foam adhesive sheets. And then I am just going to take a piece at the bottom, bring in my scissors, and just take a little piece at the bottom and put it on where the stem is. And so this is what I have. And now I'm just going to peel off this part of my stem, bring in my card, and just find out exactly where do I want this to go. And so that's what I did with that. So getting everything out of the way, I then brought in my alcohol and Winkestella spray. Let me bring this in. And all I did was I just gave it some glitter. And there you go. You can see the glitter. And it just looks beautiful. I love the way that it turned out. So with this then, I have my ribbon, and this is iridescent striped trim. It's beautiful. The color is just, oh, to die for. I love it so much. So I'm going to bring in my glue dots. Stick that right where the flower and the leaves meet each other. So in case I made a mistake, then you can just go ahead and cover that up. And then I am also using some of these flat adhesive pearls. And I just use the big ones at the bottom. Let me see if I can find there's my tweezers. So I got one big one here. And I like to put these where the sentiment is, so you can really, it kind of tracks the sentiment. Okay, I'm gonna put it up there, I guess. Thought about putting it towards the bottom, but of course it moved off a little bit too fast. Now I'm just adding this back on because it fell off. These you have to be careful of because they do fall off and they stick all over the place. And then the last thing that I am doing are the brass butterflies. And I think on this one, I am going to use the bigger ones. I found that it's really, really hard to see some of those little ones, so I want to use the bigger ones and see how they look. And here's one more. And our card is complete. Doesn't that look beautiful? And I do like the bigger. So these are the two cards. I'll get everything out of the way. So if you would like to take a picture, you can. So that's our first card. Love it. Okay. And then for our second card, I call this a no stamping card. This one has just a little bit of stamping that I did. This is blackberry or blueberry bushel, and all this cards are from the Wildflower Specialty paper. You guys know I love this paper. Oh, just makes my heart happy. These are the stickers that go to them, and I did use the stickers. I used a little bit right here, and that was the only thing I used the stickers on. But I do have another card coming out next week that I used more. Now, this, I just wanted it to be something. I have a lot of friends that are sick. I have a lot of friends that have had a past one, have somebody that they love pass. And so I just want people to know that I'm thinking about them. And it seems like I'm having to make more and more and more cards like that. So I used one of these. You can see that it's gone. I just cut it out with scissors, and then I cut it down just a little bit so it could fit on my card. And it could also fit by the standards of this. So I did that. And then I added, the one that I made it on. I used the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. This has everything that I cut down. So let me get this out. So this looked like that. And then I cut it down. Let me try one more time. It looked like this. And then I cut it down to just being right here. And then I am throwing these, pieces away. And then I'm bringing in my snips and I'm going from down below to the top. And exactly, I'm doing the opposite on the other side. And that's all I did to get this top part. So there we go. I also took some of this paper and just put a 1/2 inch at the bottom of the insert. This came from, let me make sure, yes. This one came from the Mixed Labels and Dies. And it's this one right here. It's just the big one. And again, this also stamp came from here, and it's just a note to let you know you're on my mind. So we're going to start putting this all together. This is our insert. We're just taking our adhesive, and again, I'm doing a friend tape job. Sticking that in. Then I am bringing my designer series paper in. And I'm just put the flowers on it. I really like the flowers. I felt the flowers were just a nice little touch. And I'm just putting that on here. And it's specialty paper because there is some gold that they added to the designer series paper. And then I'm going to do this one a little bit different than I did the other one. And that is, I'm going to bring out I'm going to add this on here. But this time, I'm going to leave the bottom. I'm going to just glue it down or adhere it down. Because I felt that when I did this, can you see how it pops up? And I really don't like the way that it looks right now. It looks like it's really too puffy. So I'm just going to adhere the bottom down. So I just adhered it down. So I'm going to make sure that I get this on straight. And put the bottom down. So now it's going to lay flat, but be puffy at the top. Then I'm going to make sure that I put my hold on a minute. There we go. Oops. I'm really paying attention here. Dropped it twice. So again, I'm pulling this off. So you can see it's just tape that I put on here. Some Scotch tape. And I'm just adding these on the die. And I'm going to add about 5 on because I want to put one in the middle. So when you mail them, they don't lose their their bounce. So I'm just going to put this towards the bottom. I'm going to get out my ribbon, and this ribbon is from the Pretty in Pink bordered ribbon. Love it. It's so easy to work with. Oh my goodness. Love this. All right, find my little glue dot. And what I did was that I put it on the top of the card of the, what is this, die, but a little bit so you could also see that I have, it kind of makes a little bow around the bouquet that we have. And now with my blueberry bushel, I just, right where there are gold little dots, I put the blueberry bushel right there. And that's all I did. And that's our second card. I love this. I just think they're nice. I think that they look good. And I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, guys. So you can case these. They're easy enough to do that you can do this. Get those masks, because those masks are one of the best things ever. Let me see, I have this one, and then I have to try to find my other cards. And this card is what I did today. And again, so you can see the color, Bubble Bath, Moody Mauve, and Pebbled Path. Love that. Down below, it is Balmy Blue and Boho Blue. And this was stamped in the, what was it? Moody Mauve. Okay, so those are my cards today. Absolutely love them. So I thank you for being here. I thank again Jess Crafts for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sketch that she provides us with. And again, get your basic white paper. Get the thick, get the regular, and everything. If you have any other paper that you need to get it now. Again, prices are going up. So my name is Kevon, and I'm from www.ktstamps.com. And I love, 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 lots of love creating cards for you. So thank you very much for being with me today. Take care. Put your cards down below on my Facebook pages. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe on my YouTube channel. You know, these will all go away in 30 days, so you might as well just know that this is where it's at, okay? And everything, and I'll still have stuff on YouTube, but these beautiful cards that you just turn to my page and get won't be there anymore after 30 days. So take care, guys. Thank you again. Bye-bye.